A 19-year-old is recovering from stab wounds. That's after having emergency surgery, and two others were hurt after a riot broke out between rival members of the Chukchansi tribe. The violence broke out at the offices across the street from the Chukchansi Gold Casino and Hotel. That's in Madera County. KMPH News reporter Eric Rosales has been covering the story since the standoff began.
After a night of lit logs, even bricks, and then tear gas being thrown through windows, and then an early morning stabbing, Sheriff John Anderson said enough is enough and was about to declare an unlawful assembly and forcefully remove every person from each building. It was then that both sides decided to leave on their own. As supporters of both sides yelled and cheered, one by one, members of the two rival groups of the Picayune Rancheria of Chukchansi Indians left their occupied buildings.
I'm just hurt to see our people do this to each other, you know, and it's sad, but we'll be back, man, in a good way.
A conflict over disenrolling tribal members and the results of a recent tribal council election escalated to a takeover, riot, and then a stabbing.
Unfortunate thing is we can't go back and straighten out the election thing. Somebody other than the two sides or the sheriff's department is going to have to straighten that out, and it's probably going to be somebody from the Bureau of Indian Affairs. We're hoping that they will step in.
In the past, the Bureau of Indian Affairs said it wouldn't get involved, and it was a matter for the tribe to decide. Sheriff Anderson said his office couldn't get involved either because it's tribal land. But after a 19-year-old was stabbed in the stomach during a riot this morning, Madera County's top cop brought in dozens of law enforcement from across the valley to help defuse the situation. Dixie Jackson, a tribal council leader, stayed the night in the tribal government building. She hopes her actions will bring in the feds.
The feds should be here now. We are a sovereign country that has to be governed by the BIA, and where are they?
Now that the tribal offices are empty, each side has hired its own security, making sure no one goes inside. The tribal offices will remain closed for the next 48 hours. During that time, Sheriff John Anderson is trying to set up an emergency meeting with the Bureau of Indian Affairs so that both sides can plead their case and a decision will be made, and the violence will end for good. Reporting from Coarse Gold, Eric Rosales, KMPH News.
And Madera County Sheriff John Anderson says local congressmen are helping to get in touch with the Bureau of Indian Affairs to try and help resolve the issue as well.